Always helps when you point the camera in the right direction. Good morning to you. Let's stop procrastinating. So yesterday I was talking about the unbalanced Ikigai and procrastination. And just to cover Ikigai, there's four main areas: is what you love, what you're good at, what you can be paid for, and what the world needs. What you feel the world needs, your contribution. And it doesn't have to be the entire world. It can be your world, like your family, your friends, your community, your world. So that being said, when those things are out of line, got my tea this morning. This is a green tea. It's a cold green tea. It's okay. I wish I had some sugar. But procrastination usually kind of comes from procrastination is the voluntary delay or unintended course of action, right? And despite expecting to be worse off for the delay, so you know that if you delay, it's only going to hurt you, but we do it anyway. I just keep putting it off and putting it off and putting it off and putting it off. I can tell you, almost every day it's like I wake up, I need to exercise. Oh, I'll do it tomorrow. So that delay, it's not good for you, but you do it anyway. And we're going to get deeper into that. What that have to do with Ikigai? We'll get into that, okay? So today, this is kind of like a part 2 to that unbalanced Ikigai and procrastination. But procrastination, I said that. So why do we delay? When our Ikigai is misaligned, let me put this. Let's go into this. Why do we delay? We delay usually because of distractions. We know what we're supposed to do, but man, that looked better over there. Or just like, I know I need to be doing this, but squirrel. Tired mentally. Another thing. We think so much. I don't know if you have, you probably not like me, but I got to make this phone call. And I don't want, because they're going to say this and I'm going to say this. And I have the whole conversation gone in my head. And by the time I'm hanging up, I haven't even called yet. I'm tired. You know what that means? I'm just tired mentally. And I can't carry on the task because I've already gone through it the whole time. 3 or 4 times, and I don't want to do it again. So I put it off. Another thing is anxiety. Anxiety, knowing that a lot of times I want to do something and I know it's going to take everything that I have to do it. So I have to hold on before I do it, to build up the energy, to build up the mental fortitude to go do that task. That's procrastination. It's not bad, but sometimes you got to do that. You got to take that breath before you take that step. And another thing is negative emotion attached to the task. It's, your brain can really just play tricks. The way you see something, your point of view. 2 people can be tasked to do the same thing. Somebody goes after it. I don't know. I'm right on it. And the other person is like, this is the worst thing that you could ever ask me to do. And those negative attachments on that will cause you not to do it. So another thing is lack of motivation and not seeing the value of the task. Now I added that. That didn't come from the book. But lack of motivation or not seeing the value of it, that will cause you not to go after it as hard as you should, even though you know that it's good for you. Um, uh, just say like I'm saying, exercise. I gotta get exercise. I'm getting fat. I can't do what I need to do. But with the lack of motivation, or you don't see the immediate value of it, then I know I need to do this, but I just can't do it today. The long term effect doesn't influence that short term gratification of I can do it now. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about this. Now, uh, we can combat that. I want to address that little last part, the lack of motivation, not seeing the value of it. Um, the book didn't say this, just from coaching and some other sources. The brain kind of has a upper and a lower intelligence. That upper is that logical brain that's like, okay, I do this. If I do this, then this will happen, and this will happen, and this will happen, and then I'll be rich right here. If I save right now, if I save 5 pennies a day for the next 20 years, in 20 years, I'll have an extra $5 million or something. You know, it can think that way. If I do this exponentially, this will happen, and this will happen, and this will happen. But your lower brain is kind of, the book calls it like a lizard brain, but your lower intelligence is more of your gut instinct. It pretty much, the whole thing it wants to do is it wants to be pleased. It wants to satisfy itself and survive. So if it don't have anything to do with survival, or I mean, if you're not threatened, your life is not threatened, or is not very pleasing right then and there, then that lower intelligence is going to say, give me a hamburger. When you saying, man, we need a salad, and the doctor says that we need to do this, we need to walk more, we need to do this, and your lower intelligence is more like, I just want the cake. Just give me the cake. Now, say at one point in time, I loved Twizzlers. And now, you know, fighting off diabetes, sugar is an issue. So now they have no sugar. They have all these no sugar candies out there that I didn't even know existed. I just happened to be on the candy aisle for some reason, following my daughter. And they had a whole bunch of these no sugar candies, no sugar cookies. And I was like, okay, I'll try some of them. Some of them taste good, some of them don't. But um, the long term is to cut sugar. Mentally, I can do this. I can just eat lettuce for the rest of my life. But the short term, the lower brain is like, no, we need sugar. We got to eat. We need Twizzlers. So you find the no sugar Twizzlers, and then you can satisfy both upper and lower. Lower. So if you're satisfying both, they can be in an agreement. And when you're in agreement, when the upper and the lower are in agreement, then you can really accomplish great things. Most of the time, it's something to be like, well, I know I need to do that. I need to read this book, but I just can't right now. I'll go watch TV. That's conflict between the upper and lower. Now, one of the things that I do, how I actually got that book, I'll have all these books. These books, I'll have them all, or like the ones behind me, But I guarantee most of them, about 99% of them, I have on audiobook too. Now I love to mark these up. If you see some of my books, they'll half the books highlighted. But I like to hear it too as somebody's talking to me to get their point of view, because you might read a sentence. It's one thing to hear, I love you. And then you can hear it as, I love you. I mean, through just reading it, because the words are kind of the same, but you read it different. You read it how you're feeling. So I like to hear it from another point of view too. So with that being said, we'll get into Ikigai tomorrow, and how Ikigai satisfies the lower and the upper. I put it down in the description, but we'll get into that even more tomorrow and start Kaizen. All right. Well, you guys have a great day. Love you very much. Kanpai.